This is ANN News Brief.
Good morning, I'm Lucy Adeyemi. The Republic of the Congo is already experiencing a heavy flooding, even though it's only the onset of the rainy season in the country. The town of Betoy, 1,200 kilometers north of the capital, has seen homes and farmland engulfed by more than a meter and a half of flood waters. Local authorities are calling for help from the central government, without which, they say, residents may become homeless, as their homes could be washed away. In April, heavy rains triggered severe flooding in parts of the country that resulted in significant damage and destruction. At least 36 fatalities and 32 injuries were reported in those floods. Nearly 80,000 homes were also destroyed. Uganda says it is ready to host international meetings and conferences after easing COVID-19 measures and reopening the country's international borders and airports. The country has announced it will host next year's international conference on HIV/AIDS and sexually transmitted infections. Authorities have decided on a hybrid conference because of COVID-19.
New for this ICASA that COVID-19 brought into the system. It means what? That we have both physical people, in-person conference, and also virtual people. If you want to come to ICASA, you have two ways. Whether you come in person, you follow the protocol of COVID, you need to follow the social distance, we put all the protocol in place, you need to come to the country with your test.
Stakeholders say the conference has helped reduce the stigma attached to HIV/AIDS and has caused more infected persons to publicly declare their HIV/AIDS status. The Ugandan government has committed funds toward the ICASA conference. We'll be right back.
Whether in your house, at your office, on your phone or online, we are there. We have the facts behind the headlines. We cut to the chase with the news you really need. We cover every angle. We are the bigger, better news network. We are African News Network. ANN. Watch ANN News on MITV from a truly African spirit.
The deputy head of Sudan's SPLMN, Yasser Arman, along with some other armed opposition leaders, has returned to the capital Khartoum last week. These are leaders of the Rebel Revolutionary Front who signed the comprehensive peace agreement with the Sudanese government last week in the South Sudanese capital of Juba. Arman said the peace agreement is the beginning of a new phase, a historical and a watershed stage in the history of the Sudan. He said this will bring together the force that carried out the revolution and change the armed forces and the rapid support forces. He thanked the South Sudanese government that mediated the talks that led to the signing of the comprehensive peace agreement. That is ANN News Brief at 10. For details on these and other breaking stories, visit our website, annafrica.news. Conversation continues on our social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at ANN Africa TV. I'm Lucy Adeyemi.